In this video, we are targeting northern pike diamonds in the Norway Reserve. If this video helps you catch your diamond, please remember to give it a like. Come back and leave a comment. Let me know you were successful. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Here is my latest catch screen. First fish at 225, silver pike. Here's a gold and a diamond. Just a little one, though. Still counts. Another gold. Here's a gold asp. And a monster diamond. 0.01 kg off the record. Last fish at 342. That's 1 hour, 17 minutes. 2 gold asp, 2 gold pike, and 2 diamond pike. Here is another example. 358. Star was a gold. Here's a diamond. Another diamond. 510 in. That's 1 hour, 12 minutes. 6 golds, 2 diamonds. Let's take a quick look at the northern pike. For the traits, it's aggressive. There will be no nibbling. It will be an instant strike. Keep your eyes open for them to jump. The big ones will jump. If you see a diamond, target it. Expect a tough fight, and we're going to use daytime hours. For the bait and lure preferences, after a lot of testing, my preference is jigging with shad at the end of the first row there, and then wafters white for bottom rigs. That will exclude Atlantic salmon, which can be very annoying. And no, there is no bait feeding option, so no chumming for pike. Pike are large fish. The largest one caught is 48.5 pounds or 22 kilograms. If you watch the big fish montage in this video, you'll see I caught one that was just off the record. I recommend you use your strongest jig head spinning rig setup. I'm using the Grow X on my stronger character and the Grow on my lighter character. Pair it with your best bait casting reel, braided line, size 1 heavy jig head, and the shad. And if you want to use rod holders, use a bottom fishing feeder rod. I'm using Cetro Del Rey from the Spain souvenir stand. If you don't have this, I recommend you get it. Just takes 500 reputation in Spain. And look for my video on the easiest way to get that. If you don't have it, graduation does work fine. Use your strongest spinning reel, braided line, any sinker will do. Size 1 hook with wafters white, and I have 2 identical setups, as you see here. You want to start in a daytime server, and for the location, here is the main outpost. We are going up to the top of the middle lake to an area commonly called the Pike Dock. Here is the boat valet spawn, and you can see my boat is sitting out by the end of the dock. For an alternate location, this is commonly called the Magic Pond, and you can see I have a northern pike diamond marker right by the mouth of the river here. To catch northern pike diamonds in Norway, my suggestion is that you use the Pike Dock as the best location. There you want to start in a daytime server. Optionally, you can use the Magic Pond and there start in a morning server. If you want a crazy all-day session of pike, you can start in the Magic Pond at 6 a.m., fish until noon, then switch over to the Pike Dock. At that Pike Dock location, the time window you want to use is noon to 7 p.m., and you're going to see your best bites in the 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. range. For the gear, I recommend a jig head spinning rig with size 1 heavy jig and shad. You can alternately use a swim bait. The flotte that is the Norway lure is a good option. I just found a much better bite rate with the jig instead of the swim bait. You can also use 2 feeder bottom rigs with size 1 silver hook and wafters white if you want to try rod holders. And there is no bait feeding option to attract the pike, unfortunately. The easiest technique that I suspect most folks will want to use is to park your boat. You see, I have my boat right here, just past this post here, so that you have a clean line down this channel between the dock and the post. So spawn the boat right there, drive it over, circle back, and point it in. And you want your maximum cast to come up just short of the shore. We are going to jig, so activate your jigging. This channel right here is very well known for spawning a lot of diamonds. So this is going to be your primary cast right down this channel. "3x speed is just fine. Looks like we're going to come up dry on the first cast. That's okay. You will not get one every cast. Pike are not super common since they changed it. This spot used to be much better, and it was reduced drastically. Used to catch a lot of asp diamonds while fishing for pike here. They're pretty much gone. You'll get the occasional gold. And the amount of pike diamonds was cut dramatically, but you'll still get them here just fine. And it is still the best spot to fish them, even with the nerfs. So second cast over to the left side of the dock. And then after that, if you get one, keep casting in either of those two spots. Looks like I'm not going to. So I'll try over here. And again, watch out. They will jump. I'll often see a big pike jump and cut and quickly target it. I let that sink down to the bottom. We're close to. It's pretty deep right there. And just reel it in jigging. On noon to 2 o'clock or 1400, you'll find is a lot lighter in bites. And as you go later in the afternoon, it gets better and better typically. All right, so I'm going to go back down this channel. Very shallow at the end, so you don't have to wait. Nowhere to sink. And there's one. It's going to be a silver. Watch out for the posts. You want to try not to let it snap you off in there, especially if you have lighter line. So we got one down there. We'll just keep casting down this lane until we don't get a strike, and then go back out to another spot. You want to go to the other side of the dock first, and then randomly all around you after that. But keep coming back to that channel right here in between the posts and the dock. That is the sweet spot. Now I'll show you what you want to do if you want to use rod holders. We are at the left of the dock. You can see my boat is still sitting out there. Just come over to this rock right here. Grab one of my Wafter's white setups, and I'm going to make sure in the lower left it says I can put it in the rod holder. And then I am just going to forward only half cast it right in that channel. Grab my other one, and I will put it way out there. Put that in the rod holder. And then I'm going to cast down that channel and anywhere else that I can with my in hand, just like I was doing from the boat, but just in reverse. Activate the jigging and reel it in. I did quite a lot of testing. I didn't see any significant difference in using rod holders versus just casting from the boat. So if you want the simple option, just use the boat down the channel there. You will occasionally get bites. Gold hook was pretty much a waste of time on the rod holders, so I went with silver. But don't expect to get a lot of action on those rod holders. You will get the occasional bite. I had a really nice one that actually snapped me off into the posts fishing last night, unfortunately. I was on my other account, doesn't have the strongest gear, and that fish took me out quite a bit and then snapped me off either on the dock or on the posts. Another reason why you may just want to stay in the boat. So first cast down the channel, then cast out into the open, and then you can cast out over by the waterfall and then back to the channel, all while watching your rod holders. And any bite on those rod holders will be instant, but you have 30 seconds to pick it up. You'll see it go yellow. So no huge rush if you've already got one on. Just kind of guess. This time I'll cast over that way. That's all there is to the rod holder option. For the alternate spot, you can see my Jeep and boat. Let me show you on the map. I grabbed a Jeep and drove through the woods. Wasn't a lot of fun. You can grab this alternate path and cut through this way. And you see I now have a fast travel point here. If you want to just use the boat, park out here. You see it out there in front. All I'm going to do is make sure I can put the rod holder in. I'll cast one out that way. I'll put another one over here. I'll just put this one out in a half cast. And then cast with the jig. Same kind of thing, but just work the whole area. A little easier from the boat, but I'll just show the rod holder option. Take your pick. I don't think there's a big advantage to the rod holders, so by all means, stick to the boat. With some species on some maps, it works fantastic. With some in Norway, it seems specifically, not as effective nor necessary, but I'll show it anyways, just in case you want to try it. You're just going to cast and work the area. It's really all there is to it. Happy fishing. Stay tuned for the big fish montage. Have a good one. Please click on the logo bottom left to subscribe to my channel. Check out my other content and don't forget to hit the like button on the video.